What's going on, YouTube? Happy holidays. Jay here. Want to bring you some more exclusives. I don't know if you guys recognize this about my channel, but against Guru's wishes for new YouTube reviewers, I don't like doing reviews on fragrances that have already been done. Fragrances that are very popular and have been reviewed over and over again. Some of those fragrances I honestly don't like, but this is another exclusive. I like to send a special shout out to Maximilian Must Know. The guy has been prolific in helping me. I contacted him one day out of sheer just going out on a limb. I didn't know the guy personally, but he responded the same day. I emailed the guy asking him some questions, and when I did my first video, he responded about what I could improve on. Great reviewer, great guy, from what I do know about him. I also like to send a special shout out to Raj. I think his YouTube handle is AKR, I can't remember, AKR7, something like that. Contacted him with a request. Wasn't able to fulfill that request, but he was willing, and that's pretty big as well to me, seeing as how I didn't know the guy from a can of paint. One more special shout out to all my new subscribers. Thank you. I believe that my channel is growing, and it couldn't be possible without you guys. Without further ado, this is Guerlain exclusive, Les Déserts d'Orient, or the Deserts of the East. That could be wrong, guys. I did a simple Google translation. You have to correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below. But we have here, I'm going to butcher these names, forgive me, guys. Ences Mythique Orient, which is Ences Mythical Orient. Rose Nacree du Desert, I'm sorry, guys. Pearly Pink Desert. And this is Songe Bois Diet and Dream of Summerwood. Again, that may be wrong. I did a simple Google translations. Didn't really put too much time in it, to be honest. But I was told that these are exclusive to Guerlain boutiques. If you guys, I believe if you call this number, don't know if you can see that, 1-866-409-6110. I think you pay $7 and they send them out to you. Nice packaging for some samples. You get this nice little Guerlain bag. I'll give that to my wife later. You know, women love stuff like that. Personal card, thank you note. But let's get into the fragrances. We'll start with, how about we start with my least favorite? That would have to be the Ences Mythique Orient, which is Ences Mythical Orient. The problem I have with this, guys, is it's too feminine. The pink pepper in it is just, oh my God, it's too feminine. No way in hell would I consider this to be unisex. It's very close to the skin, not very high projection. It's described as a musky oriental, which is kind of confusing to me because I would just think of something like Musk Oud by Guerlain, and that's total, you know, hit you in the face, musk orient. It's a musk oud, and I don't know. The pink pepper is very dominant on my skin. Again, very close to the skin, very powdery. Think Lamal by Jean Paul Gaultier, but more feminine. I could see a mature woman wearing this. Definitely not a sexy fragrance. This could be used as a formal fragrance or office scent. It's very safe. It's nothing avant-garde about it. Nothing out of the ordinary. Don't get me wrong, the mid offers a hint of saffron, but it's very muted, and it still remains soft. The mid sort of reminds me of Spice Bomb, only with slightly better ingredients and a hint of incense as well. We're gonna go to the second best one in my opinion, which is the Songe d'un Bois Diet, Dream of Summer Wood. This is described as a leather and sumptuous wood, which in my opinion is a pretty accurate description. To all my amouage lovers, give this one a try. The simple ideology I would give to this is incense. It's basically it. There is leather in this, but the incense is the dominant one. It has very good projection. Sorry, I'm smelling it on my skin. The leatherness is almost similar to Tuscan leather, but softer. It's not as hardcore note as the leather note in Tuscan leather. Very smoky, just like Tuscan leather, but there's no raspberry note. So don't compare it to Tuscan leather in the sense that you'll have a raspberry note. It's very similar to Tuscan leather, as in the leather and smokiness. Very, very quality ingredients, very authentic notes, actually, in all three of these. I don't think Guerlain can be disputed in that category. But let me continue, because this video already went over what I want to be. The last and best one, in my opinion, is Nacree de Desert, which is Pearly Pink Desert in the English translation. This is described as a intense rose and established mystery, which is also an accurate description. I don't know if you guys pay attention to me, but I have a very much so love-hate relationship with rose fragrances, rose-based fragrances. I think it's a redundant note. Every house does it over and over again. There's countless reviews on rose-based fragrances, and while I appreciate some of them, most of them are just, okay, here's another rose one, here we go again. I digress, you guys. My favorite rose will forever be Noir de Noir. I don't know that I will ever find something that's better than it. I have in my sample box right now, I forgot the name of it, but it's by Faidon, Rouge Tabac, something like that. I forget the name right now, guys, but it's supposed to be another great reviewer. Said that was compared to Noir de Noir, as well as More Than Words. Rene, that's his name. Rene, very good nose on that guy. But again, let's get back to Rose Nacree du Désert. This particular fragrance is extremely similar to Lyric Man, but a tad better in my opinion. I cannot wear Lyric Man. I think it's way too feminine. The rose in it is very, very feminine on my skin, and it's quite unbearable to me. While the dominant note is rose in this fragrance, it's backed by an outstanding oud and cedar combo, which gives it a masculine edge over Lyric Man to me. Again, the notes in Guerlain fragrances showcase some of the best quality in business, right on par with Xerjoff. This is definitely a softer version of oud, not the animalic or medicinal. I myself am not a fan, but this is very, very tolerable. Very good projection as well. In my opinion, this is the only bottle-worthy one. But guys, I do sample reviews when I feel like the community could benefit from it, and I definitely think the community could benefit from it. I've never heard of these. I was doing a search on, I think, Fragrantica, and I just happened to come across this line. I'm like, I've never seen this before. I've never heard of this before. And when I contacted the guy in Las Vegas, he told me, I think you have to call one of the Guerlain boutiques. I don't know if there's one closer to the East Coast. I'm in Chicago. That was the closest one to me. I've ordered samples from this house before, which is how I found Queer Beluga. And the bottles are 75 milliliters. I don't know the price on these. I haven't looked into it. I was very eager to get my hands on the samples. Give it a try, guys. $7. You get a nice bag. Yes, the samples are very small, sort of like they're a tad bit bigger than Lucky Scent samples, which I despise the size of their samples. But nice presentation. $7. Get there in about 4 days. I don't know if how that'll work with you guys, but me being in the Midwest, give them a try. Jay here. Happy New Year. I'm out.